Welcome to Wacky Wednesdays, where everyone has a chance to show off their car mods. And here's this week's winner.
Today I'm doing a video on my 2002 Honda Insight and why I think it's the best car to own if you have a car you actually care about. This is the first production hybrid to the US market, debuting in 2000 and running to 2006, beating out the Prius by a couple months. What makes this car so unique is just how many sacrifices Honda was willing to make for gas mileage. This is just something that couldn't be done today. In order to make it so light, everything in the car is aluminum, from the wheels to the frame and the body. Because of all these sacrifices, it's no wonder that Prius won out in the end. However, Honda has brought back the Insight in the second and third generation, both distancing themselves from the first generation that was unapologetically hybrid. This has a 3-cylinder, 1-liter engine only making about 64 horsepower. Between the engine and the transmission sits the electric motor, which makes about 10 odd horsepower. Because of the instant torque of the electric motor, this car goes from 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds with the 5-speed transmission and about 13 seconds with the CVT automatic transmission. Although this is a 2-seater, sometimes my friends can get away with sitting in the back trunk and just covering themselves with a blanket. Although this is super illegal and not recommended. The design of the Insight resembles a lot of a raindrop, but has its roots in the classic CRX. It also borrows the gauges and the steering wheel design from the S2000 of the same time period. Because of its strange design, it does draw a lot of attention. The only bona fide modification I have to my car is to increase gas mileage, of course. So, as you can see here, I have a dryer vent, and I only have this on during the cold months of the year, usually in the winter. And so what I do is I route the air from the front. You can see this snorkel here that brings in cold air from the front, and I just reroute that around this engine piece, which I take off to make this all fit, and back to my catalytic converter back here in my exhaust. And what that does is it lets the engine bring in warm air to the combustion chamber, and I'm not 100% sure if it increases its fuel economy through leaner combustion, but it certainly tricks the engine to think that it's warmer outside, allowing it to idle lower and give me auto stop function while I'm in the city and in traffic. And so that's really important for gas mileage in the winter time. So this is something you can actually do yourself on any car you want, really. I'm not sure how much exactly it improves gas mileage, but I know that people have done it far better than I have. This is just the easiest way that I've seen. People also drill holes in the air box, the air filter box right here, just to draw in hot air from the engine compartment. But it kind of helps to take the air off of the hot exhaust to really get the effect. So yeah, that's how I stay warm in the winter. I bought this car for only $1,000 from a guy here in town. He was originally from the UK and actually was in the crowd of one of the Top Gear episodes. He forfeited the car because the battery had died after the car had sit for too long. I was able to revive the battery, however, through a cheap kit that I bought online that helped top off each cell to make the battery healthier and last longer. Since then, I haven't had to rebalance the battery cells. What's most important to me about this car is the fact that I've been hit 3 times in the last 2 weeks. I was rear-ended, which actually paid the car completely off. I got $900 from the insurance company just for that little bump right there. My mirror was almost knocked off while I was parked on the street, and my dad actually backed into me when I was in the driveway. So you can say that the Insight saved my Volkswagen Beetle 3 times from being hit, and that alone pays off a car like this. It's cheap to buy, cheap to maintain, and it'll save you from the car that you do love from being hit. So that's my video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Scotty, for featuring me on your channel.
Well, that was this week's video, and to have your car mod shown on my channel here, check this out. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.